Dane, you're new to Nebraska, but to get that captain honor, what did it mean just to earn the respect that you've been able to earn in just about 8 months?
Yeah, it was just honestly, it was just an honor to just to earn the captain role. Just everybody in the building, not only the building, but I only really care how the players feel about me, because at the end of the day, I'm glad I established just the role of being a leader on this team, and just how much everybody respects me on this team, and it was truly just an honor.
You got into game week preparation, a couple days ago. Just what's the level of focus you've seen from the guys?
Yeah, I've seen so much focus throughout this week. Just class started today, but I still see so many people in the building walking from the film rooms around the training room, just to try to get their bodies taken care of, and just find their edge on the opponent of taking care of their bodies, watching extra tape. So it's been really cool just seeing how many people have been in the building today with even school being started.
Went out and got some transfer portal DBs. Is it hard to get a beat on what those guys are going to be like, or what kind of film do you watch to get a sense of who you're going to go up against?
Yeah, week one's always the hardest, especially in this age of college football, because you have to find where they played at. But our coaches do a great job of preparing the film for us. So we got plenty of film on every player that is on their team, because of how hard our coaches work here, and they have it all set up for us. So it's easy for me, but it's harder for the coaches to go find everything. So I'm glad they make it easy for us.
Obviously, you want to earn the trust of the quarterback so that when it comes to a key point, he's throwing the ball your way. How did you work to develop that with Dylan, and how did some of the other receivers who are new do the same?
Yeah, I feel like Jacory's already got that with him. I think Jacory, they played together last year. I think they lived with each other when they first got here. But I did the same thing when I got here. Just throwing a little bit extra after practice with Dylan, watching extra film with them, and I've been staying over at his house for the past couple of weeks. Just staying over there. One, because that's my dog at this point. But two, it's just the connection that we have already, just how much we built it, and I like to chill with that guy.
How would you describe the ball that he throws? You caught passes from an NFL quarterback a couple years ago. How would you compare it? How do you feel like Dylan throws the ball?
Yeah, Dylan's a special quarterback. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks that I've played with. He understands defense. He understands the scheme. So he understands, he'll come to me and be like, he'll tell me, you don't need to, don't do that, because if they're sitting in that coverage, just stay right there, and I'll know, and I'll just throw it right on you. So that's pretty cool just to be a part of, because he's so smart. He knows what he's going to do it, how he's going to do it, and where he's going to throw the football.
Dane, on the flip side of that portal conversation about Cincinnati, your roster has 6 starters listed at the top of the depth chart who are new to this team, including yourself and Isaiah. What's your anticipation level about maybe some of the unexpectedness that people can see from Nebraska on Thursday night? Yeah,
I feel like people won't expect how tight of a team this is, because of, like you said, there's what'd you say, 6 people who are listed as starters from the transfer portal. But just the things that Coach Rhule had us doing this offseason, I think it only made us a tighter team, and I feel like not too many people will expect how close this team will be. Even if adversity hits, there's so much things we went through in this offseason as a team that built us for these moments of adversity, and I feel like people won't expect how tight this team will be.
How much of a focus did you see that was from Coach Rhule to get you guys to be one unit as the offseason went along, and what's maybe one example of something that stood out to you?
Yeah, day one, I think those were the first couple words that came out of his mouth. There's a lot of new guys in these seats, but it can't change how we feel about each other. This needs to be the tightest brotherhood. This needs to be a football team. Coach Rhule, he had players from the national championship teams come in here and just talk to us. He had Coach Osborne. He came and talked to us a couple of times. So just the people that Coach Rhule has brought into this building to talk to us, that's what gave us the opportunity to become the tightest football team I've been a part of.
Coach Holgorsen said that
you and Isaiah have been exactly what he expected when he brought you in. What kind of expectation has he set for you two specifically and the wide receiver room ahead of Thursday's game?
Yeah, I said it a while ago. Coach Dana told me, he said, if you don't want to come be that guy, then don't come here. So, you know, that only made me want to come here and show Coach Dana that I'm that guy, and I have to show him every day of what I can do. And, you know, my preparation, you know, from spring ball to fall camp to, you know, now my game week preparation has just been to show Coach Dana, like, what I can do so that Saturday or Thursday this week he can just let the ball in the air and he can trust us to go make plays.
And what do you expect Thursday to be like? You get to play with this new team for the first time inside of an NFL stadium, and fan base is going to be behind you.
Yeah, you know, I'm super excited. I honestly can't wait. I'm ready to see this environment everybody keeps telling me about. Everybody keeps telling me it's one of the best you'll play for. So I'm just super excited to see Husker Nation out there and, you know, finally being able just to play football again.
Anything else? All right.
Thank y'all.